Retirement accounts in the U.S. households are up dramatically from just 10 years ago. But if you're one of those without that savings account, it isn't too late to start. Jen Hopkins explains.
I worry about it every day.
This young woman is concerned about something many Americans are just starting to take seriously, saving for retirement. People who are now in their 30s earning $50,000 a year can retire with savings of $1 million. Here's how. Take 10% of that income a year, put it into a typical 401k plan with company contributions and an optimistic 10% annual yield. You could end up with $1.2 million. Experts say it's never too late. For self-employed people in their 50s and 60s, for example, there are defined benefit plans that you can put much more into than a standard Keogh, which usually has an annual limit of $30,000.
There may be plans that, if you're starting a little bit later, that discriminate in favor of older employees.
For those on the corporate payroll who are starting to save in their 40s and 50s, the best advice, make the maximum contributions to your company plans and individual retirement accounts. Also put money aside outside these tax shelters. In the end, prudence pays more than your annual salary.
I have people who've been very successful and come to me at age 70 and they haven't saved any money. They lived a nice lifestyle, but they lived in a house that was mortgaged, and they borrowed out on it to do different things. They had all leased cars, and then, the parade stops.
Jan Hopkins, New York.
Sobering information there. Well, on to something a little bit lighter. Having fun on the golf course.
Hard to believe with that forecast that Phil so conveniently dumped on us that there are other people enjoying playing golf, but it's the most beautiful tournament in the world, and it's underway. It's the Masters. Day one, it was the Players' Day in round one at the Masters. In fact, 33 of them below par after 18 holes, thanks to some wet conditions and slower greens. 15 players are within 3 shots of the lead. The 59th quest for the green jacket is underway. 6-time champ Jack Nicklaus is in the hunt after day one. At 567 after 18, he is tied for second. Peter Jacobsen even on the day, but check out his bunker shot on 16. This is the way to do it, folks. One bounce and in. How about defending champ Jose Maria Olazabal? He is 1 under after 9, but a sizzling 31 on the back 9 drops him to 6 under. He's in a 3-way tie for the lead, joined at the top by Phil Mickelson and David Frost, who are each at 66 with 3 days to play. As we check out the high school golf scoreboard in South Dakota, Beersford taking the boys and girls matches from Del Rapids today, in Flandreau in the boys match, beating Elk Point Jefferson by 4 strokes. To baseball now, and attention blue line shoppers, there's a special on high-priced ball players going on now in Florida and Arizona. No offer, no matter how insane, refused. Yes, it's finally gotten that bad. One day after unloading Brian McRae to the Cubs for next to nothing, the Royals have dealt reigning American League Cy Young Award winner David Cone back to the Blue Jays. What did Toronto give up in its half of this blockbuster? Would you believe 3 minor leaguers? That's it. Speaking of Canadian teams, the Expos fire sale is now entered its second day. Expos dealing hot-hitting Marquise Grissom to the Braves for the stellar trio of Roberto Kelly, Tony Tarasco, and Esteban Yan. Wednesday, the Expos shipped out closer John Wetland and top starter Ken Hill in separate deals. No big doings for the Twins, who are still trying to come to terms with 2/3 of their roster players, with the season set to begin in less than 3 weeks. Thursday, though, a return to the field for Minnesota's regular players for the first time since they went on strike last August. The workouts were cut short by rain in Central Florida, but most of the Twins players did get a chance to take their cuts in the batting cage. 4 Twins have brand new contracts. Outfielders Alex Cole and Pedro Munoz, names you probably recognize. Pitchers Brad Radke and Todd Ritchie, names you probably don't. Kevin Tapani, Scott Erickson, Chuck Knobloch, and Scott Lea still waiting for offers from general manager Terry Ryan. College diamond for you. Baseball action. Dordt over Mount Marty, and Mount Marty winning over Dordt in Game 2 there. Elsewhere, Southwest State takes 2 from Dakota State. In softball for you now, Augie takes 2 from Mankato State, 2-1 and 8-3. Elsewhere, it was Southwest State scoring 19 runs in the first inning of Game 2 as they beat Southwest State in that ball game. A light night of action in the NBA, just 4 games scheduled in Denver, the Nuggets and Sonics. And we'll go to the highlights from this one. Sean Kemp, all phases of his game going inside and out, and Seattle wins tonight in Denver, beating the Nuggets at McNichols Arena 106-100. In Washington, the Bullets and Suns, Charles Barkley, 7 of his 25 in the last minute 20. Phoenix wins 127-123. The rest of the NBA for you on the morning show.
Scoring game there, all right. Thanks, Jeff.
Still ahead, flying through the skies with the greatest of ease is what she did best. That was until a trapeze accident a year ago.
But amazingly, she's back at work under the big top. We'll have her story next.
What are you doing upstairs with some boy?
Darlene's growing up.
Well, no one was home, so I figured why not become a woman?
On the next Roseanne.
It's our guys versus that other bar.
This time, it's personal.
In the Practical Joke-Off, next time on Cheers.
Next time I'll be in Washington with speakers of the House past and present, Tom Foley and Newt Gingrich.
Plus political impressionist Jim Morris on the next Good Morning America here on ABC.
In the past 12 months, Chevrolet has introduced more new cars and trucks to America than anyone. And quite frankly, we're pretty proud of them. So your neighborhood Chevy dealer is having an open house. See, at Chevrolet, we want to help you find that one car or truck you can fall in love with. That means showing you everything that's new, from the products in the showroom to the attitude of the folks who work there. So consider this an open invitation to see the newest line of cars and trucks in America. Only at your Chevy dealer's open house.
Welcome to Movie News. I'm Patrick Van Horn. The acclaimed filmmaking team of Ismail Merchant and James Ivory made news last week with a star-studded world premiere in New York City of their latest effort, Jefferson in Paris. Jefferson in Paris stars Nick Nolte and Greta Scacchi and is now playing in select cities. Hot off the hit film Speed, Sandra Bullock next stars in the upcoming romantic comedy While You Were Sleeping. Look for a special sneak preview of While You Were Sleeping, April 14th and 15th. In the much-anticipated action thriller of the summer, Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman star in Crimson Tide.
Lock Captain Ramsey's in his stateroom.
I want to know! Crimson Tide comes to theaters May 12th. Straight from the popular comic book series, only one mortal could play the larger-than-life superhero Judge Dredd, superstar Sylvester Stallone. The futuristic action-adventure Judge Dredd explodes onto screens June 30th. For Movie News, I'm Patrick Van Horn.
Whether your car is suffering from a aura or even the professionals at Anderson's Body Shop can have it looking as good as new in no time. Anderson's state-of-the-art shops use only the newest, most advanced repair equipment and refinishing products. Call Anderson's. We'll tow your car right to our shop and write you a free estimate. Anderson's, committed to customer satisfaction. We know how important your car is to you. Anderson's Body Shops in Sioux Falls and Madison. Call 339-3450 or 256-6791.
Finally tonight, it was a fall that literally took the wind out of everyone who watched it happen. When you see Christy Randall today, it's hard to believe she was involved in a horrific circus accident less than a year ago.
I had multiple injuries. I had a broken hip and pelvis, back, ribs, elbow, foot, a collapsed lung, injured kidney.
Christy suffered those injuries after falling 65 feet onto a concrete floor during a high wire act at last year's St. Paul Osmond Shrine Circus. After months of therapy, it's nothing short of miraculous that she is back with the circus, but for now she's content assisting her husband with his solo act and says it's too early to say if her own future is up in the air.
That is one job I would never want to do.
No, she's one tough lady. That's pretty amazing.
Well, tomorrow morning I think we'll see some scattered showers around the area. I've indicated, the showers everywhere. I don't think everyone will get them, but they're going to be around. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, temps in the 30s. Highs tomorrow will be mainly in the 50s.
Okay, well, bundle up, pull out your jackets,
yeah, because
and
the
get
rain
ready.
will be changing over to snow by Sunday.
Oh, my goodness.
Goody, goody.
Okay,
We're out of time for tonight. Thanks for joining us. Here's a hello from Mitchell.
Good night.